Sage Wonder coming at you from my van down by the river. All right, it's a special pre-sunrise discussion of what is going on with Antifa. This is an Antifa update from the Pacific Northwest. So we have had some more Antifa activity. It seems as though Antifa becomes more active when the weather is more inviting. So we have had some beautiful, uncharacteristic spring weather here. This February, we've had almost no rain, which is very much different than the 4 inches of rain we usually get on any given February. So we're dealing with Antifa being out and about since the weather is nice and inviting. So they had some rather large counter protests up in Seattle at the University of Washington, where the Patriot Prayer people were holding a rally for free speech. And of course, anytime you hold a rally for free speech, Antifa uses their free speech rights to combat your right to free speech. I know it sounds like an oxymoron or a conundrum. It sounds like a paradox, but this is what they do. Whenever you have a rally supporting free speech, they use their free speech rights to shut down your right to free speech. So this is what was going on up in Seattle this weekend. We did not have any major violence. There was some fisticuffs. There was some pushing and some shoving. There was some pepper spraying happening. And but as far as I can tell, no one was seriously injured. 5 Antifa were arrested. And the incident seemed to go off pretty much like normal. Not any more or any worse than what we were seeing last summer, but we do now see a resurgence in Antifa activity in the Pacific Northwest, and it is because the weather is permitting outdoor activities more and more now as the weather starts to turn nice. And then I think we'll see more of this throughout the summer. There was a moment of comedy that I did see in the footage of what occurred on Saturday in Seattle. There was a guy that he kind of looked like the Big Bang Theory guy, Cooper Polly, the Indian character on the Big Bang Theory. He looked like him, and he was wearing anti Trump stuff and had an he's wearing Washington University clothing, the colors of the college, but he had a sign that said, Trump Pence must go. And he was jamming to the drums they had going, and he was bopping with his sign, but his sign was upside down. It was Trump Pence must go upside down, and he had no idea his sign was upside down. He was, and I was like, this guy's cracking me up because he was getting down with the sign, and some of the Patriot people started yelling, "Dude, your sign's upside down, smart one. Hey, your sign's upside down." And pretty soon he turns it around. He's like, he turns the sign over, and then he's not really dancing as much, but he has this great look on his face, like he was caught with the sign upside down and he feels stupid. And I don't know, it was just a moment when I realized we're all human. We all should be getting along. We shouldn't be fighting each other this way. That dude was funny, the way he handled having his sign upside down. I was like, I could be friends with that guy. I don't care what your sign says. And I think that's the big problem in America, is that we believe now we can't be friends with each other because we disagree. That we can't agree to we can't agree to not be disagreeable. That you can disagree without being hateful. That just because we don't agree on something politically doesn't mean we can't be friends and we can't coexist. And that's what's gone south in politics and in life in America today, is we've lost the ability to agree to disagree. And it's a sad day in America when we can't laugh at each other and have a good time, even when we're disagreeing about something. And I will say that everything about this rally was the same as before. Same chants, same signs, same people showing up. But there was one disturbing thing that it does emphasize what I said almost 6 months ago now. If you go back and look at my video, What Would Civil War Look Like? I said in that video that the coming Civil War, as far as the left is concerned, is a class war. It's not black against white. It's not left against right. It's poor against the wealthy. That it's the wealthy they see as the problem. And the thing is, they see anybody, like they would think I was wealthy because, I have a house and a, camper van, and a car. So that would make me wealthy to them, because a lot of them, they live 5 to an apartment and ride bicycles, or they all share an old car, So somebody like me would be considered wealthy. But the thing that really disturbed me about this Washington rally was the new chant. Gas the rich, gas the rich, gas the rich, gas the rich. Really? They're calling for the genocidal murder of rich people, gassing them just like the Jews in Germany. They're calling for the gas chamber for rich people. That was so disturbing. But I just wanted to let you know Antifa is back at it again. God save our republic.